Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Regular. Check safety. Hurry.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's a jive. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a jive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. This is a jive. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hey, my set, 280. Hey, pick 59.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
60! Give me radar! Hey, box truck!
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 29-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Recon, 132 fighter. 50-50.
First and 10.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Mike 51, Mike 59. Hey, orbit.
51, Mike 51.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you really see.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Hey, alert!
Now Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
36 yards. First down, Bills.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
7-7.
Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Watch the safety creep. Run.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Real.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Jets have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On first down, Johnson, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, Johnson, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Easy. 53. Ready. White.
55. Check. 55. Mike.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check. 40-61. Matchbox lights.
Just beating the play clock. Stanford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
First down, Mayfield. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bills first down.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They run with Ajayi. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip in with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Point it right. Watch out.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got Miller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 26.
From the gun, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Stafford. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First down, a run with Cohen.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And a loose football. And the Jets have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A give to Cohen. He heads right. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and 2, Stafford. He wants it all for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll run on first down. Johnson, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
80 weapon. 32. Hey, high 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. For the catch made by Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
At the 12-yard line.
Bang!
Zero.
Bang! Bang!
Big 20. Buzz.
They try again with Cohen. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
180.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Zoo.
57, Mike 57. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Here's Stafford. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Stocker's got it. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Mayfield on play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to Cooper Kupp. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second and a yard, Mayfield. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated, the front and the back.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demarcus Robinson